2-0 in the tournament so far, not like this.
Ooh, what's going on, everybody? My voice is, for the most part, still there. It's hanging on. It's finally coming back. The last, 3 days have been so squeaky.
We still queer.
We still here.
Like
We're still queer. I do like beer, though.
For keeping it real. Lots of love.
Yo, thank you, Zen, and thank you, Inko, for the subs. Thank you.
Welcome back from the land of sick and dying.
Hey, you're not dead. Well, I don't know about that. We'll see. Because Monday was actually, I thought I was sort of getting over my sickness. Turns out, no, that was just the beginning. That was just the beginning of the sickness. The rest of the sickness proceeded to absolutely wreck me from Tuesday onward. And because I was like, oh, I feel bad on Monday, I felt crappy, but I didn't feel that bad. I was good enough to be able to stream for 5 hours. I was a little little snotty, but I was like, oh, this is just, it's just a little cold, no big deal. Then Tuesday hit, and I was like, I am disgusting. I've got just icky, yucky, just pouring down all over the place. My voice completely left me. And you guys might have heard it a little bit on Thursday, because I was going to stream the Game Awards. And then I was like, oh, I'll just watch in Discord, because it was early and I was kind of running late. And I was like, I don't know if my voice is 100% there yet. Yeah, it definitely was not. It was not there. Some of you guys might have heard me on Thursday and people were like, who the fuck? They didn't even know who was talking. That's how different I sounded. And even now, I feel like I don't sound 100%. It's much better though. So, that's something, I guess. So I was like, it's good enough to stream. Hopefully, because for some reason yesterday I started getting little tickles in my throat, and I was like, man, I really hope that this stops, because I really want to be able to stream. And I don't want to deal with all that. I don't want to deal with coughing and stuff. So I don't know if I start coughing, then we probably will have to end the stream. I don't know if it'll happen. It tends to happen later on in the evening for some reason. My throat just starts getting really tickly, and then I just keep coughing. And yeah, it's just blech, whatever. I don't know. This has been the cold from hell, which is ironic because it's called a cold. But it's just what. Yeah, it's just been fucking frustrating, and it honestly, it's been fucking up my mental too, because I'm just oh god, I want to stream. I've been gone for so long. I want to stream, but I just have not been able to. I have not been able to even get out a complete sentence, and it without just completely losing half of the words. I sound like a 50-year-old smoker. It was great. It was fantastic. But yeah. So it is what it is. But we did watch a little bit of the Game Awards in the Discord, and that was interesting. I dipped out a little bit because we played some Marvel Rivals with Sue, but that was just an off-stream thing. That was just a chill thing. But But yeah, otherwise yesterday I pretty much just kept recouping. I've been trying to do stuff here and there. Like I did a little bit like laundry and maybe like cleaned up a little bit, but it's just this whole week has been like a complete wash for me. I've not been able to do like any of what I wanted to do. But it is what it is, I guess. You know, you can't help when you get sick. And man, I get sick. I was bad, and it's still kind of hanging on, but it's not so bad. Like I was telling people, like maybe yesterday or the day before or whatever, like it's not so much the sickness, it's just that like my voice makes it sound so much worse than it is. Like I have to blow my nose occasionally, but other than that, like I don't have aches and pains and chills and anything like that anymore. I occasionally cough up some yummy nuggets, but it's, you know, for the most part I'm fine. It's just my voice just sounds so bad for whatever reason. It does not take much for me to lose my voice. So, yeah. But oh well. Yeah, it's just I've heard a lot of people have been sick lately. Like it's just been going, like everyone's getting sick and stuff. It's just that time of year. Normally I can dodge it, but since I was gone for like 2 weeks and I was everywhere, I was literally like out doing stuff, seeing people, whatever. I picked it up, and that's what happens when you touch grass. This is why I just don't go anywhere. Don't overdo it. Yeah, like I said, if I start feeling like my throat hurts, or if I start like coughing a lot, then I'll probably dip. But we'll just sit and we'll chill for, you know, as long as we can anyway. But yeah, it's okay. Our Crane lost anyways, a sham. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I was surprised that Arcane lost. At the same time, the second season wasn't nearly as good as the first. I don't know if they were voting based off of the season or the show as a whole, but either way, I haven't even gotten to talk about Arcane yet because I've been gone. But I told everybody, I was like, as long as it's Fallout, then I will accept it. Okay? Like, I love Arcane, but Fallout was also really fucking good. So I would be okay with that. And sure enough, Fallout won. So I was like, that's totally fine. I accept this. Either way, I love Purnell wins, and I love her. So, you know, like she's just the it girl right now. So I'm, you know, you sound the same, maybe a little tired. I feel like it's kind of in the higher notes. Like it's like, and then it's just gone. Like the lower notes are okay, but then you get to the higher notes and it's like, uh-oh, where'd it go? There's a lot of smoking jokes. Yeah, pretty much. I sounded real bad. It was bad. Like it was literally like, who is this person? I did not sound like myself at all. Yeah. I know. I know that you guys will get it and understand. It's just part of me still feels really bad because I'm like, I was already gone so long and I wanted to come back and do like fun things, and then, you know, and then the sickness hit, and it's just like it hurts me mentally because it makes me feel like oh, my dumb stupid body can't get over this stupid sickness, and I just feel like a waste of space, you know? I just feel like a loser, like a failure when I can't just like do stuff, you know? Like it's just frustrating as hell because I'm not someone who likes to just sit on their hands, you know? Like I'm always having to do something. And when I was sick, it's just like I couldn't do anything. I was just like, I just plopped myself down in front of the TV. And it was just very frustrating. My entire Game Awards mentality was, as long as it isn't a Hoyo game that wins, which I think were Hoyo games. I guess maybe they were in the mobile game section. I don't remember. There wasn't any other Hoyos though, other than players' voice choice, whatever. That doesn't even matter anyway. So, which was actually kind of surprising. I would think that a gacha game would sneak in there somewhere because I mean they're played like crazy, but I guess the pros don't really hold them in high regard.
25 months of Lady Rebellion. 25 months of being down with the sickness.
Oh,
25
God.
25 months of rave with Rebe.
Don't say 25 months of being down with the sickness. I can't handle 25. I can't handle 25, bro. No. It's been a week and I'm already like, I'm over it, dude. Get out of here. I hate this. Have you tried beating up your body? Yes. Yes, and I beat myself up mentally all the time.
Astrobot looking at metaphor, Black Myth Wukong, and Elden Ring like, suck it scrubs.
I'm very proud of Astrobot. I feel like Astrobot swept, came out of nowhere, came from the top rope. I liked the Elden Ring DLC, but I did not think it deserved to win because it's a DLC. It's not even like a full game. Like it's literally like a part of a game. And I also was kind of pissed because there was a remake in there. And I'm like, if we're going to put any remake in there, why is it not Silent Hill 2? I mean, that's not only a remake. Excuse me. But also, it was really good. And there's a lot added to it on top of it being a remake. Like, it was almost a completely new game. And I was just like, damn, dude, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the Final Fantasy remake is good too. I'm just like, if we're opening up to that, and we're opening up to DLC, why the hell is Silent Hill 2 not in contention? It's just crazy to me. Thank you, Luma. Man. And I feel it too. I'm like, I keep sipping because I'm like, my throat just gets so like dry. My throat's in the process of healing, so it occasionally just like gets really dry and gets really like itchy, you know? Like it's kind of like when you get like a scab and the scab kind of gets itchy. That's what my throat feels like. And yeah, and I would agree too that the DLC was not as good as the base game. Like I said it when I was playing that like it looked gorgeous and it felt good, like it played good and everything. Like I mean, obviously From Software doesn't miss, but at the same time the world felt a little empty. And I'm not I that surprised me given that Elden Ring was humongous and never felt that way to me. Like even just you know, putting little things like little pickups or little enemies or something, making it feel like it's kind of alive. I felt like the DLC didn't do a good job of that for some reason. It's because I haven't played Astrobot. See, now, and my thing with Astrobot is that I've not played it either, and I also kind of despise the whole like, you know, console exclusive or whatever. But I've heard that it's like Super Mario Odyssey, but in like the sort of Sony games universe. You know, they have like references to other Sony games and whatever. And I'm fine with that because I actually thought that the year that Super Mario Odyssey was up for an award that it should have won over Breath of the Wild. I know, sue me, but whatever. So in a way, in a roundabout way, this kind of feels like this is like the comeuppance for Super Mario Odyssey. This is like the Astrobot, like, you know, Super Mario Odyssey ran so that walked so that Astrobot could run. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. No, I actually think the Astrobot's a good game. Just like how I thought Odyssey was a good game. Oh, gosh. This is Timu Santa. Bro, not even, man. This is Wish.com. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I apologize in advance if you guys hear my coughing. Yeah, it's I don't know. I would like to play it. It's just like again, I gotta bring out the PlayStation. It's just like I hate having to pull out the PlayStation just for like some exclusives or whatever. But I don't know if Astrobot's that good. It's like maybe I'll give it a shot because I really liked Odyssey. So, you know. Like maybe I'd like it. And I did hear that like even it's not so much it's a fan service game. It is supposed to be like really good with the platforming and puzzles and whatever too. Oh my god, Tom's on TV. Tom's famous. The bosses were like just okay, and the Skidoo tree blessings were so ass. Yeah, I didn't care about the Skidoos. I didn't like that system personally. I would agree with that. My how do you say that? Mai Tai? Coach's brother probably thinks I'm mentally challenged and wonders how I made it to uni. Hey, that's not a nice thing to say. That's not a nice thing to say about gotcha gamers, okay? Could Santa gives nuggies. Oh, speaking of nuggies, I got some Chick-fil-A today. I'm sorry, I ate it all though. No share. No share for you. Rams, you're gonna have to get the crumbs. Bit concerned about Night Rain. Night Rain is interesting. I don't know what to think about that game, because when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, like I thought it was the mobile Elden Ring game that was coming out, because they are apparently, I mean, FromSoft isn't the one working on it, but they did have someone making a mobile version or whatever, and so I thought that's what it was, because it kind of looked like scuffed Elden Ring, right? But yeah, it turns out that it's actually just like a co-opable Elden Ring like mishmash of a whole bunch of different stuff. It's not even just Elden Ring, but also from other Dark Souls games too. It's really weird. No, I don't hate PlayStation. I just don't use it. I like everything being consolidated. I like having everything on one system. I don't like having to go to a separate system to play something. That's okay, show. I'm Rebecca now. Everyone knows. Everyone calls me Rebecca anyway. But yeah, yeah, no, it's like I nothing against like PlayStation or anything like that. I'm just a little biased because Xbox actually like releases their games on PC. Like if there's ever an Xbox exclusive, they'll actually put it on like Game Pass and make it available for PC and stuff. But PlayStation just doesn't do that, or if they do it, they wait a really long time. So, and for exclusives, I don't think they ever do. Like for something like Astrobot, I don't know if they would ever put that on PC. Maybe. I mean, I think like third parties, like they'll keep it on that console for a while and then move it over to other places, but it just, I don't know. Rip hates pulling out. Number one rule, never pull out. There's 7 categories and won 4 of them. It's literally, it's swept. And I don't think it's a bad thing. And no doxing. It's for the best you shared. We did share. You could all get infected. That's true. No one wants my cooties right now. You ate the Lord chicken? Yes, and I felt truly, truly blessed. Praise be. Praise be the Lord's chicken. Blessed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In my tummy. I want to solo Melania on mobile. You will. That game is coming out on mobile. I just don't know when. But yeah, so Night Rain looks interesting. It looks like it would be really fun with friends. It kind of looks like to me, that's sort of like all the other FromSoft games, they never have done multiplayer well. And so they're like, okay, fine. Here's a completely multiplayer game. Like, from the ground up, like literally built for multiplayer. There you go. You nerds that actually have friends. Like, go play Elden Ring with friends. You know what I mean? But it is going to be very weird. It's going to be completely different than what we're used to. And I don't think they've really made a game like this before, so it raises a lot of eyebrows. it's like them copy pasting from like, you know, Elden Ring and even from other Dark Souls games and stuff, just kind of throwing it together. I don't know. It is coming out like soon though. So that's the upside of it, of them kind of reusing like all the assets and stuff. And there are some new things too. There are some like new enemies and stuff too. I don't know. It does sound interesting. And I think the roguelike component might actually give it some legs for a while. Because, I mean, Dark Souls games are generally played, like, you know, even after their time. Like, even after you've beaten it, you go back and you try another build and you try another build. So, in a way, like, I think this will kind of facilitate that, but on, like, a smaller scale. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know if they're going to nail it. That's the only thing, is that they've never done anything like this, and they've always been dog shit at multiplayer, at like networking. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't know if they like, I don't know if like developmentally, if that's a word, they'll be able to pull it off, but we'll see. But the concept itself does sound cool. It's just gonna be weird. It's just gonna be weird as fuck. What do you mean that's Divinity? Oh my god, it's Divinity! Literally, like, every single fucking, trailer comes out and everyone was like, it's Divinity! It's like, oh my fucking god, y'all. Let me pause my music. I would actually... I could go back to the older Divinities, but, you know me, with older games, I hate going backward, I like going forward, so... If they ever came out with another Divinity, I'd probably check it out. Now that I like Larian for Baldur's Gate. It's like a 4-year wait for Sony to come to PC. I know. Oh, which, by the way, that reminds me. Did they put... Okay, so The Last of Us Part 2... That's not out yet, right? Like, okay, because I saw that they were putting out the remaster, and I wasn't sure if that meant they put the non-remaster out on PC already. I wasn't sure that, like, when The Last of Us Part 2 came out, because I know they typically take, I don't know, like 2 years or so until they put it on PC. I've been waiting for this game to pop up on PC, because I played the first one, and I liked it. And I've heard many things about the second one, so I've been interested, especially because they got the show coming out, the new season of the show coming out, and I don't know what the heck goes, you know, I don't know what happens, so I'm kind of hoping this comes out before the next season so I can play through it and know what the fuck's going on, but I'm excited for that. I'm going to wishlist that. I'm definitely going to play it. That, and I need to play the second God of War, too. I was waiting for that, and then that kind of like sneakily came out, and then I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that. Oops. Hello, good morning. There we go. Anyway, so about Path of Exile 2. I've never played a Path of Exile. I've always heard that they're very convoluted. They're very like, you know, min-maxy, grindy, whatever. I heard good things about the second one. I went ahead and bought the early access to the second one. Ignore this first character because that was actually from a friend of mine was trying out the game on my like account thing or whatever. So that's just his random thing. I did make a merc though. So far, I don't know how I feel about the merc though. I know, I think most of my gripes come from the crossbow, not necessarily from the class. So maybe it's just the fact of like, I need to get a different like weapon, or I'm not really even sure if like you should get different weapons, like, or if you should stick to like their main, quote unquote, main weapon or whatever. Like, I'm not really sure how all that works. How dare you call yourself a loser? You're not a loser. I know. I feel like a loser. I feel like a loser when I don't do things. When I'm not, I mean, I put out like a video. I worked on some stuff, but like, you know, I couldn't stream. So I felt like a massive waste of space, you know? Whatever you don't survive the nights, you get to pick runes at hell for the next nights. Yeah, and it's like a day-night cycle and stuff. Also, I think it was like you can get rezzed. Like you don't die and then immediately die forever. Like you get rezzed, but then if all of you die, then I think it like kicks you out and takes you to a new run or whatever. Are like Game Awards a global thing or just NA? I'm pretty sure it's global. But the problem is that like I think certain countries may not be able to access the website. You know, like you know how China's kind of locked down with like different websites and stuff that they can access. I mean, hell, because I don't know. Well, the other problem is too. The voting is one thing, but the nominations are only from like industry vets and professionals and professional like reviewers and stuff like that. Like there's like a core group of people that they ask for like who their nominations are. So that's not dependent on like the world. The world's the ones that like vote, but they're not the ones that actually come up with like the category, you know, like the nominations and stuff. So I think that's why a lot of like those Hoyo games and stuff didn't pop up until Player's Voice. Because those were the ones that like we as players nominated worldwide. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, props to Wukong. I think it's a good game. I just don't know if it was like quite there, you know? I've watched a lot of it now. I haven't played it myself, but I've watched a lot of it just trying to get a sense of like, okay, what is this game? It looks gorgeous and it like plays well and everything. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Part of me feels like it almost feels like a watered down like From Software game. Weirdly. Like, I don't know. People were saying there was story. I didn't really see a lot of story happening. Like it's just, you know, I don't know. I think it's awesome that it was nominated though. And I think it did win action game or whatever. Yeah, public voting only counts for 10% of the vote. Yeah, it's like they look more toward like industry professionals, industry vets, reviewers, whatever, people who like know games to vote, to actually like, you know, nominate and vote for these things. We just have like a teeny tiny part of that. It's kind of like the Oscars. Because guaranteed, if like if people decided who won the Oscars, like you'd be seeing shit like Marvel movies winning like best film of the year or whatever, you know. Rep hates back shots. Bro, like, come on, man. I'm getting old. All right, I'm getting up there. It hurts. Hurts my back. Merc with a mouth, dude. That's what I should have called myself. This is gonna be another one of those streams that produces VTuber looks at the skill tree for the first time. Oh, dude. So I've already played a little bit, but I will say the skill tree looks absolutely disgusting. I don't know what the hell is going on with that thing, man. That shit is crazy. That shit is weird. Hey, speak of the devil, it's a merc. But yeah, no, I was talking about this earlier, and so far I don't know if I care for the crossbow. I was kind of considering maybe going for the ranger and doing like bow stuff. Because so far the crossbows kind of just feels like there's not a lot of like big movements and stuff. Like it's literally just you're changing what the bullets do. Like for example, like the bow, like I saw like different skills where like you could like jump around and do little flippy doos and whatever and do like big crazy shots, whatever. But with crossbow, it's just like I was reading through it And it seemed like you changed the bullet types, and then you occasionally put down like turrets and stuff, but that was it. Like, it's quite literally just the, I don't know, the not FPS class, the shooter class, I guess. It's like a third person shooter class, you know? Like, it's kind of like, it's almost like you're playing, trying to think, what's a good third person, like top down shooter? I can't think of one off the top of my head right now, but either way, I don't know. That's just kind of how it feels. Yeah, the America class. I am not joking, man. That's exactly how it feels. It just feels like you're going around like glocking people. Yeah, like Helldivers 1. Exactly. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, like, I'm assuming you get more fun stuff later, but right now it's just like, yeah, I just feel like I'm just kind of like pew, 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 you know, like it's just, you know, it's not very flashy. Like, I was playing with a friend who was on, like, a mage, the sorceress or whatever, and she's, you know, she's got, like, fire going around everywhere, and she's got these sparks zip-zapping all over the place, and she's smiting people, and then I'm just over here, like, pew, pew, you know? So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Merc yet. Like, I'm wondering if, like, the subclasses will maybe open things up a little bit, make it more interesting. Hey, what's up, Delicious? Yo! Haim, thank you so much for the subs. Appreciate it. Sorry again for the voice. My voice is definitely still getting there, but it sounds a hell of a lot better than it did the other day. It's good and true for people who want to play Souls-likes, but want to start more forgiving versions. Yeah, and being able to play with friends is huge. What's up, Dragon? Yeah, I agree. I'm totally gonna check it out. It sounds like a fun thing to play with friends. Potentially even viewers, just see how far you get, whatever. Do crazy random builds. Yeah, exactly, Ace, exactly. You can't trust people. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, like I said, I'm kind of on the fence of like, should I get a bow for my Merc and just try to do it that way, or should I actually go and play a Ranger? In this, I don't think I'm going to play with viewers, at least not yet. Because I found out by playing with another person that the shared loot's kind of weird. Like you get a set, you know, group of loot and it's shared so anyone can pick up anything. And I don't want it to get like weird of like, okay, who gets whatever and people are picking things up and whatever. You know what I mean? It's just a little crazy. So I'm going to try playing on my own for a while. And then if we get to a point where maybe there's like a dungeon or something that we need to get through, I might be able to play with people with that, but just kind of like roaming around and stuff, I'll probably just stick to myself. That way it's just, it doesn't get all chaotic with, because you know, it's like, we want to be able to get like the loot that we want and stuff. I don't want to have to like police people like, hey, don't pick up all the loot. You know, it's just like, whatever. You can play with a bow if you'd like to. The beauty of this game is that you can make a build for everyone. Weapon on a class. That's good to know. Because, like with games like Throne and Liberty, I liked the flexibility of being able to play, like, basically any weapon. Like, there were definitely weapon combinations that were better, or, you know, for whatever purposes you're trying to do. But, like, or, like, even, like ESO, I like being able to just pick up any weapon. So I'm glad that it's not locked down. I was a little worried that it would be, because of, like, the way that people were saying certain passives, certain classes are going to work better with, like, this and that and whatever. So, yeah, if anyone's not seen it yet, this is the passive skill tree. This is, where do you even begin with this? What do you even, like, huh? This is insane. Who designed this? Who, like, they're drawing pictures in here, man. Like, what is this? This looks like something I drew when I was, like, a child, and I just had, like, my crayons, and I just, like, you know, making weird lines and shapes and stuff. Like, oh, I'll put a little X over here, and a little swirly over here, and, like, it just, what the hell? Got freaking cochlea over there. It's just, like, crazy. So I've been just going bit by bit, trying to get to, like someone else said, the bigger nodes like this. Just like working toward whatever node that I want. And I mean, I've mainly just been focusing on damage. I don't know if that's like good. I don't know. I also don't know how to like respec it. Like I know like Diablo made it pretty easy to respec. You just had to like pay money and it's just like bing bam boom, you just can go through. But like I mean, it was not on this scale. I've heard that you can respec, but you have to do it like
The majority of
bits
people
and
looking
bits.
at Path of Exile's passive skill tree.
Oh, look, a pretty star. Yeah. Just, it's like, what? And it like started me over here, I guess. And I don't know. Like, where these, like, these other starts? I don't know. Is that even, does everyone have the same skill tree? Is that what it is? Like, do other people like start over here and then work that way? Okay. That would make a little bit more sense then. Because I was like, how the hell did they come up with all this? Oh, look, it's a bow. How'd they come up with all this for just one class? That would be insane. But that makes a little bit more sense because I had read that like everyone starts different places, but I thought that meant that there was like, I don't know, there's going to be like other classes elsewhere on here, but then I was like, nope, I don't see any other classes. So I guess this is the direction of the mercenary. It's going down this way. But that does mean you can branch off into like other people's trees and stuff too, which is interesting. Whew. It's a lot, dude. No, I have never played a Path of Exile ever. I have Path of Exile baby. So I'm gonna work toward this. Also, I have what was it? Like a bow or something? I need dex. So I actually kind of need to get that at some point. I think. Oh yeah, I think I put it in my stash. This guy needs 14 dex. And I have 11. Also, I don't know if it matters, but I've been using WASD with like, and using my mouse as like the aim. I wanted to do it like Diablo style or whatever, the click and the shoot and whatever, but I kind of felt like this felt more natural for what I was doing, like with the shooting. Like I can kind of run backward and like shoot, behind me and stuff like that. Like it just felt a lot more, it just felt better. I think if I was like a melee person, like clicking on something and like running up to it makes sense. But when I'm like, when I'm ranged, like I'm like, I want to like run over here and like be able to like shoot things all around me and stuff. Like that was actually that's pretty nice that you can choose. At least it's not like Path of Exile 1. You spend all your points just to find out your build isn't good enough for the end game. You need to redo it with the calculator. Ooh, I hope not. Cause I'm boned. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been putting all my skills and shit like in all kinds of random stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I've just got like I've got a bunch of things on my bar. I've just been trying out different like skills and stuff. Then they got the gem things and I just put random stuff into that. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like I keep forgetting M is not map. Where's my map? So yeah, what was I doing? Travel to Red Vale. Okay. Can I guess I gotta use the waypoint. So yeah, this is definitely, I think, a little less user friendly, a little less noob friendly than some